As you can see, I have lost my office chair. Want want. He does not look sorry. Are you sorry? There are certain things I like to make sure that I get done on the weekend so that I don't walk into a new week feeling behind. And I'm trying to get all of my routines and those things back on track after the holiday season. It's a new year. So I made a list of things that I would like to get done. I really want to get back to meal planning, and I really need to get back to budgeting. So once I do the meal plan, and I know my older daughter Rachel had some things she wanted to make, so I need to talk to her. Then I'm going to put in an online grocery order that will be for delivery. See if we can keep this focused. Our Optavia food came, so I need to get that put away. And this is not an ad. I'm not trying to sell you this. It's just it came in the mail, and I need to put it away. So don't let the fact that I coach make you think this is an advertisement. Just saying. That's just a little disclaimer for you. By the way, these are in no particular order. So before the food comes from the grocery store, I need to clean that freezer and tidy up the fridge. And that reminds me that yesterday, when my daughter Crecia was cleaning the cat boxes, she said she could smell the basement fridge because we used it when we had the storms, and I haven't cleaned it out yet, so that's a bad sign if she could smell it over the cat boxes. Then I'd like to clean the bathrooms, especially upstairs the tub and downstairs the floor. At least my two youngest daughters do their own eyebrow waxing at home. And I think there's some wax on the floor, and then it got dirt on it. So I've been looking at it, walking by it at least a month, and I'm hoping that my steam cleaner will take it off the floor. Ugh. So I want to make sure I do the bathroom floor before I do the kitchen floor, because usually I do the kitchen floor and then I don't feel like doing the bathroom floor. So we're going to do the bathroom floor first, and I need to wash my bedding. So these are in no particular order. I just was kind of brainstorming. I'm going to get the bed stripped first. That way I can get the washing machine going. And then I need to do the dreaded freezer. I don't want to do it. Now, I remember growing up, of course, it was way before YouTube, but my mom always did a weekend setup. She didn't call it that, but I would wake up around 7 o'clock. I've always been a bit of an early riser. Of course, I'm rising earlier than that these days, but anyways, you could not help but wake up early in my home, because at 7 o'clock, my mother was cleaning, she was vacuuming floors, my father was outside mowing the lawn. I don't know how my neighbors felt about that, but he was out there mowing, and then he would trim hedges, make sure that any raking got done, although sometimes us girls would rake, and I specifically remember my older sister Cheryl raking. She's like, yeah. Right now, if she's watching, she's like, yeah, you bet I raked and shoveled. Anyway, I was the baby of the family, so I was a little bit spoiled. Then my dad would wash his car, and then he would go fill the gas tank for the week, and then he would do any house projects that they were working on. So my mother was cleaning the house top to bottom, side to side. We were washing sheets. We each had a chore. I can remember dusting stairs, of nightly dishes. So we had our chores. She was scrubbing that house. She was an immaculate housekeeper. Especially when she was working, then she would be doing all of her chores on the weekend. But I do remember there was a time where someone picked her up for work. She carpooled, and I can remember her polishing the living room furniture while she was waiting for her ride. So she used up every minute. I also remember my grandmother being a huge influence on my mom. It would have been her mother-in-law, and she talk about home arts, and I'm pretty sure she taught my mother to crochet. She definitely was teaching us home skills all the time. And I remember coming home from school, and my mom would have, probably when she wasn't working, there'd be pies or homemade breads across the countertop. Tell me what you think of laundry sheets. Have you used laundry sheets? I got these from Grove. I bought them once to try them, and then it's an auto ship, and I wasn't paying attention, and it came again. I don't actually like them because I find that sometimes I'll see residue of it on the side of the drum. And I think it might be because my washer is water saving. So I want to use them up. Well, whenever I put it on the bedding setting, it fills the whole drum with water. So I'm using them whenever I wash my sheets to use them up, because I feel like with more water, I don't have to worry about them, you know, getting stuck on the side there. I also use the little scented crystals, which is probably overkill. If I'm doing towels and I'm worried that, you know, they don't smell the best, but when I do bedding, I will use the scented crystals. So this has a bedding setting, and it means it fills up more with water. But I would love to know what you think of the laundry sheets. And then there's a little bit of laundry in here. I really want to make sure laundry is all caught up and folded, although I don't think it was on my list. And then I buried my clean basket with bedding. Just tossing it as I chatted. So I have another load in here. I'll add this load to it. They'll both get folded when my sheets come out. I have lunch plans with 3 girlfriends, and I could not be more excited. It's just another area of self-care. So, you know, call a friend, make some plans, do good things for yourself. So that's just going to be super fun. And I think I have about a little over an hour to see what I can get done. And then I'll just come back and keep on going. And whatever doesn't get done today, it gets done tomorrow. That's the great thing about a weekend. It's always at least 2 days. There it is in all of its nasty glory. So I get out the vacuum and I'm just trying to get the chunks up, which that's a little controversial, I feel like, because, you know, it's wet. You don't really want, it's not a wet vac, but alas, I did it anyway. All right, got some hot water in there. Wishing I had some thick paper towels. I started with a microfiber, but I just was moving things around. Just no fun. So I need to actually get it up. Kind of going top to bottom. It's dusty. You get cat hair in here, which doesn't make any sense. I'm making frost as I do it, but I don't want to shut off the fridge. I had said on one of my videos that we tried the generator and it wouldn't work on this refrigerator, but it worked on the old one in our basement. And one of you said that you guys did find the same thing, and you did research and found out that Samsung refrigerators don't work with a generator. So if you want a new fridge and you think you might use a generator when you lose power, don't get a Samsung. I have had other complaints, or I've seen other complaints about the Samsung. Some people love them. I know Jen Chapin, who has a channel here, she hates hers. She's had a lot of trouble with hers, melting and freezing and all that. I've not had that problem with this one. I've been happy with it until the generator thing. Funny, not funny, I thought the bottom of this drawer of the freezer was going to be the harder part, and it wasn't. It actually turns out to be the top. I'm glad I didn't clean this when I did my last big fridge clean out, because it would have just gotten yucky again when we had the power outage. So I'm just kind of going to wipe it and then use hot water on my rag, and wipe it, use hot water on my rag, and do it that way. Now that I've gotten like the dust mostly up. I think this is ice cream. It's so gross. I'm gonna have to get a towel. I need to ask my husband about our shop vac, because can't you use a shop vac as kind of a wet vac to suck up water too? I feel like there's just no easy way to deal with this, and I absolutely hate cleaning my freezer because it is frozen. Well, do I hate it as much as the oven? That's really a toss-up. I hate it as much as I hate doing the bottom oven. The top oven really isn't that bad, and I feel like you guys are giving me good tips so I can go in and try that oven again. But if you have any tips on an easy way to clean the freezer, I am all ears. I'd love for you to think that I'm just a Susie Sunshine getting all this stuff done and I'm so determined and it's going so great, but I really don't want to lie to you. I'm super frustrated. I get very, very frustrated with this freezer, and so I am going to show you the real me. Hey, this comes out. I broke it. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, I can't read it. Oh, dang it. It's off the... I don't know. Yeah. Oh, shut up. Cállate. Forget it. Leave it there. Oh my, why we don't do this? That's actually going to be funny when I look back on it. Not today, and tomorrow's not looking good either, but maybe the day after. Oh my, that was nasty. It feels like I'm taking on all the nasty jobs. First the oven, now my freezer. Great advice, by the way. Thank you for the advice about taking the oven door off, taking the oven door apart. I'll definitely have my husband take a look at that. Maybe not today. So let me move this. Remember your why. That job with the freezer definitely needed to be done. And the it feels so good is just, I'm glad that's over. That was gross. And it really did need to be done. And I am really glad it's over. And also, it's quite empty. That's because I still have stuff in the freezer in the basement from when we were using the generator on the basement fridge. So that's going to have to get cleaned out. I don't think I have that energy right this minute. I think I'm going to take a look at my grocery order because I had food on there from last week that the girls ended up going and buying, so I didn't have to do the order. So I'll go edit that and then talk to Rachel, find out what she wants to eat and what her grocery list is so I can do a sit-down job. I'm leaving in about a half an hour, so that would be good. And then when I get back, maybe I could take on the basement fridge. If I have time before I leave, I'm going to put the Optavia food away. As I'm getting my grocery order going, I'm starting to think, oh wait, I haven't tidied up the refrigerator. I'm not going to take it out for a full deep clean because I just did that recently, but I do need to see if there's any food that needs to come out of there, rearrange things so that when our groceries come, it's just easy to put away. Unfortunately, I could not get a grocery delivery until the next day at 6 p.m., but I did go to the refrigerator when I got back from having lunch with my girlfriends, which I actually was there till like 3 o'clock, and I got going on the fridge. I'm back from my girlfriend's house. There were 4 of us, and it was just so much fun. It was so good to be together. These ladies have been with me through thick and through thin. We've done Bible studies together over the years, and we have walked with each other through some very, very difficult circumstances. So I stayed longer than I intended. I have no regrets, and now I'm going through the fridge. I always hesitate to film my refrigerator because I know something's going to have to get thrown out. So that always fills me with a little bit of shame. I don't know if you feel that too when you're cleaning out your refrigerator, but it just happens. And a lot of times we cook more than you never know how much people are going to eat. So you end up cooking more than you need. And in a perfect world, you eat all of your leftovers, but this is not a perfect world. And then nobody eats it. And since I'm on a health journey, a lot of times it's something I can't even eat. And then I realized no one had started the dishwasher after lunch. So I did that real quick. And now I am just determined that this floor is going to get washed because it's so small and it's the one I leave behind and don't actually do. I bet you've noticed I have some messes around the house for sure. And, we're just doing our best here, and I'm just going to keep on going, and eventually I'll pull it all together. I didn't glide into 2024. I kind of fell flat on my face. So we're just going to get it done. And the real motivation here was there was some face wax. That's what I'm scraping right now on the floor. And the steamer did heat it up enough. And I kept going over it, but I did need to kind of scrape it off with my fingernail. I was so happy that it came off because I was very concerned. This is a laminate floor. It's already risky to have it in a bathroom where there could be water, but then to have things like wax on it is a problem. I had a lot of fun with my friends. We stayed longer than I thought I would because I was just having too much fun. So it's like 3:30 in the afternoon, so I'm going to make my bed because that's definitely a necessity. And I'm going to put away my husband's Optavia food. And then I think that's going to be it for today, and I'll do the rest tomorrow. So then you'll see the rest for your tomorrow, hopefully. We're also getting snow on Sunday. This is our Friday. And so that will be interesting. Six inches of snow. Hello. 6 inches of snow. Of course, I'm going to be ready just in case we lose power. Because you just never know lately. It doesn't take much. As soon as I finished my freezer and I saw how it just kind of wore me out, I realized, okay, I did overschedule what I thought I could get done today. I do end up doing laundry after I put the foods away, so that was a good thing. And it turned out to be a blessing that I didn't get the grocery order till the next day because then I didn't have to put it away. I did want to film a grocery haul and I didn't end up doing that, so maybe I'll show you my pantry and fridge and what I've got in there. So I am pretty proud of myself that I did not ask my husband to make the bed because that was my pattern where I would wash sheets and all that and then I would be too tired to put them on and he would do it. And I'm just glad that didn't happen because he's been working super hard and snow removal and all that lands on him. We do have someone who plows, but as far as cleaning off walkways and all that stuff, I can't really shovel with my back. That's going to land on him. And actually, As I was doing this voiceover, I hear my husband Robin calling out, "Come here, quick!" And the sink in the kitchen was spraying underneath. It soaked the cabinet underneath, and he was like, "How long has this been going on?" And he's like, "I gotta fix this. I don't know what's wrong." And I'm like, "Can I film it?" And he was like, "No." Luckily, it was just something loose, and everything is fine. So all I got my husband was, I got him the peanut butter crisp bars and chocolate shakes. He pretty much has vanilla shakes, chocolate shakes, and peanut butter bars. And I did not get him enough peanut butter bars. Oh dear. This is the thing. I sometimes really mess things up. Yep. Oh well. You can always order more. And we keep it under the bed for his. That's where he likes to have it. It was really because he was working in here, so I don't know if he's going to change his mind on that or not. By the way, losing my lighting here. And then the things he's eating daily, he kind of puts in this. That's on this little thing that I really want to get decluttered. Oh, and here we are. Laundry, laundry, laundry. Never-ending laundry. All right, so I'm going to do this real quick, and then I'm going to complete my laundry order. Kind of bummed I didn't do that earlier because I could have gotten it delivered today. Now it's not going to get delivered till tomorrow, which is actually fine. I just like getting everything together on Fridays for food. It just makes the weekend easier because sometimes I just don't know what I'm going to be doing and if people are going to be home to receive the groceries when they come. But maybe I could do like an afternoon delivery because I think usually teens are busy on Saturday and don't have to worry too much about food, or if they're not busy, they're sleeping. So there's that. So it's really not a big deal. It's just you get a pattern in your head and what you expect. Then it's kind of a bummer when it doesn't come together. But I am trying to learn to relax more and just take life as it comes and not get all wound up about things that don't really matter in the long run. I tell you, as you get older, I feel like you worry more about things you wouldn't have worried about when you were young. You want things to, I want things to be kind of just so, and they don't need to be just so. I have to be excited about the things that got done instead of worrying about things I didn't get done, right? Also, this is what I wanted to mention. I'd love to do a Q&A. So if you have questions or if there are questions that you think should be included from me in a Q&A for people maybe that for people who are fairly new to the channel, I might even do it as a live. I haven't decided yet. I'll either do it as a live or I'll be like decluttering photos while I do it. Something like that, because it is a little hard to make decluttering photos something somebody would want to watch. Although, I don't know. Do you remember all summer watching Jody Dunn rake her lawn? If you watched her do her raking and try to expand her property, I mean, she's such a hoot. She has such a great personality that she's chatting with us. It doesn't honestly matter what she's doing, right? It's just fun to hang out with her, which is definitely how I feel. All right, let's get, so yeah, please put any questions that you think would be smart to have in a Q&A or silly or good or whatever down in the comment section. Now it's time to relax, finish that grocery order. My daughter sent me a grocery list to add, so that's helpful. Ooh, that reminds me, I have a coach call in 5 minutes. I really hope I was able to encourage you as you work in your home to know you're not alone. I'm doing the same things too. I'm getting tired. I'm getting frustrated. I'm having my successes and wins, and I'm feeling good about what I got done. And I'm trying to balance it all just like everybody else. So remember to do something kind for yourself. If you are new to my channel or if you've never subscribed, I invite you to click on the subscribe button and select all notifications so YouTube will let you know when I upload that next video. Lots of things coming on my channel, from decluttering to DIYs to more cleaning and getting my house set up, letting it serve me instead of me serving it. So remember, as always, that God loves you and I love you too so much, and I can't wait to see you next time.